she turned around, and then I turned around and I swung and I hit her in her arm. And then as soon as I connected, I looked back and I saw my mother. And my mother started coming towards me and I started moving in the other direction. Because she was always very clear. She's like, you know, you do not put your hands on women. But I would always try to explain to her, like, but that's not a woman, that's Nikki. Like, but she didn't see the difference. So she comes after me, and I run upstairs to my room. And we had a little small house, but so inside my room, we had a bed and a crib. And it was barely big enough to hold the bed and the crib. So I'm like running around the room trying to find a place to hide, even though there was no place to hide. And I started hearing footsteps coming up the stairs. And I just assumed, you know, my beating was coming or, you know, whatever. So I just kind of resigned to the fact that, you know, it is what it is at this point. And I heard a knock. And my father opened up the door. And he asked if he could come in. And, of course, I nodded. And he walked in the room. And he sat on my bed and he picked me up and he put me on his lap. My father was very easy and very calm and very peaceful. And when he sat me in his lap, he basically started explaining to me what I had done so wrong. And why my job was to defend my family and never to attack them. Why my job was always to look after women and never try to harm them. And then he told me that now we have to go downstairs, and he said, you need to go apologize to both your sister and to your mother for what you did. And he picked me up and he started walking toward the stairs, and he told me he was going to go with me. And at that moment, I couldn't have felt more safe. At that moment, I couldn't have felt more secure. And as we started walking down the stairs together, we're walking up, and I'm holding on to his finger with my whole hand. And as